Hello, everyone. It is November, and this is always a busy and emotionally charged month for myself. A true Scorpio, it is not only my birthday month and another trip around the sun, it is Marshall's birthday and the month that he passed away in. There's always this mixed bag of emotions that comes before this month hits, and I start to feel it when the weather changes. It's like I can feel it in my bones sometimes, this change or this sadness, this wave of grief kind of come up on me again. And then I realize, stop and think, right, it's that time of year, it's that reminder. Even the snow some days and the gray and cold or the darkness of night in a snowy scene remind me of that time when he was alive and we were in the hospital, and it was that winter scene around us with the snow, and it was freezing cold that November when he was born and while he was alive. Our theme for this month and every November is Carry You With Me. So it is celebrating all of the ways that we carry our loves and our experience with us. When I talk about carry you with me, or when I think about what carry you with me means, it is a way to honor and connect with our person, with our child. That person that we are grieving the loss of, that person that we miss, and that person that we love forever. The importance in finding meaningful ways that are unique to you and I, that make us feel safe, bring us comfort, and over time can even bring us some joy in finding ways to carry their memory in our lives. Let them be part of our days. Let them be part of our families. What it does not mean is carrying with us the weight and the pain of grief forever. Those pieces will be a part of our lives as long as they need to be and as long as we allow them to be. And they serve a purpose. And at points in time, we get to choose. You get to choose. I get to choose which of those pieces we want to put down. That idea of literally imagining a backpack full of stones and rocks that came along with this. That isn't our person, that isn't our child, that isn't ourself, but pieces that have come into this backpack that we are carrying with us, and they feel heavy, and they are not the connection to carrying them with us forever. They're pieces that will inform us always, and we don't necessarily have to forget them, but pieces that we can take out of that backpack, literally pick them up and put them down and lighten that load over time. When I talk about celebration, using that word, it's such a dichotomy or other end of the spectrum from grieving and the pain and suffering. But they're both part of it. And it's finding that balance in between the two and negotiating what that means for you and where you're at right now with that. Is the pain, is the weight of grief really heavy right now, or coming and going? Has it lightened a little bit? And on the other side of that swing, what does celebration look like? Not celebrating the death, not celebrating the missing or the longing, but celebrating the light and the love that came in our life, that was there, that remains. Some of the ways that I like to carry Marshall with me are in little mementos and items. So right now I happen to have a ring on that was gifted to me that has the initials Carry You With Me on it. Just a little reminder that sometimes when I have on, I feel like I'm literally saying when I put it on that I'm bringing him with me in my day or my decision making or what I'm going to do. I have a few different necklaces that people have got me over the years with his initials on it that make me feel connected to him or feel like he's close to my heart and on my chest. This year we did some family photos last month, and I brought a photo of him to include in our family photos that made me feel special and that he could be in a picture with all of his cousins and his grandparents and still part of our family and remembering that. lighting his candle with his name on it, even seeing the letter M out on a sidewalk in chalk. Those are just a very few ways that we carry him with us. It often ends up being on the day-to-day or week-to-week in conversation, just within our own walls of our own home and with family and friends. So thinking about all November long, how do you carry your love with you? I like to break it down in 3 ways that help you expand on what that means. And so I start by thinking personally, how am I carrying him with me? What little gestures, actions, things can I do to carry him with me in my life that are just special for me? Then I think about it in our family. Whatever you define as family, whatever your family looks like, are there ways that you can carry your child with you in that family dynamic? Or are there ways people in your family are doing it that you really appreciate, and just taking time to acknowledge that or receive that? And then I think about the community at large. Are there ways out in the world, in the communities that I'm involved with, that I can carry my son with me? So I'll leave you with those 3 points to think about. We have a worksheet if you're ever interested, a little resource guide to help walk you through that. Coming up, the progress on the community is still coming, and planning a launch for January 2024, which is just around the corner. I'm very excited this month. In a few days, I'll be speaking with Luella's Lodge in Illinois at one of their Bereaved Mothers Day retreats. We're going to be talking about the weight of grief and the theme around the snow globe of reality. Coming up later in the month, our family is going to be celebrating Marshall's birthday and taking in his death anniversary. And I can't share with you what we're doing yet because I don't like to put pressure on myself of what that needs to be or what that needs to look like. Every year it's a little bit different. So I encourage you to think about that. How do you honor those moments or those days? Do you choose to? It is completely up to you. And I like to not put pressure on myself to make it be one thing or the other. Coming out of some really beautiful Carry With Me conversations, coming out of a lot of searching I've been doing over the past few months, and some of the courses and leaders and mentors and guides that I've been working with personally, I am looking at reimagining this offering of Carry You With Me, keeping all of these treasured pieces and beautiful things that have been created along the way, and going deeper. Starting out with some beautiful group sessions coming in the new year. I want to create a container for you to be held in your grief, coming through that bridge back to the love for yourself, the love for your child, and the hope for the future. Stay tuned for more. There's going to be lots as this unfolds into what it's meant to be, these small, beautiful, intimate groups where we go through a journey together in time. We can be together in space, and you can feel held in what you are truly feeling. You know that you will be supported and inspired coming out of it. Stay warm, stay inspired, and know that I'm always sending my love to you all. Take care, friends.